Hi, everyone. It's Landry with Etheridge Counseling Group here in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm joined today by Channing to talk about her newest blog, Sustainable, Not Seasonal Gratitude. It's all about how to make gratitude more than just a November trend and how to keep that spirit alive in our relationships all year round. So, Channing, my first question for you is, well, you write about how gratitude often fades after the holiday season. And I'm curious why you think it is hard for people to have sustainable year-round gratitude.
Well, we're human, right? And when we don't have reminders, we often forget. And we live in a world that's very busy and has a lot of things that are pulling our attention. So it's so easy to get our attention pulled elsewhere and just completely forget about gratitude and what a healing and helpful thing it can be. So even just like thinking about it off the top of my head, I'm like, well, during the holidays, I mean, you have signs outside of like every door and you have the commercials and like all the things about being grateful and having gratitude and the pillows that say grateful or thankful. So you just have a lot of even like visual cues that like, even if you're not really thinking about it, and even if subconsciously you're like, oh yeah, gratitude, that's a thing, right? That's not always the case at other seasons of the year. You're not getting all those visual cues, all those reminders. And so it's easy to just forget to do it.
Yeah, it might not be a part of the routine. It's just sort of you've got all these reminders everywhere. Do you have any sort of like simple real life ways that couples, families, individuals even can make gratitude like a part of a daily habit instead of just like a seasonal one?
Yeah, I think thinking about it in that idea of just it's about small, quiet, consistent gratitude. Those are the things that they really stick with us over time and making it a daily ritual, something that's a part of your routine. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do that. But I even think about, up on your fridge, having a like gratitude list. Again, a visual cue of like, oh, yes, remember gratitude is a thing. That could be a journal, but I do think it's helpful to have things that are out, just even reminding you to be grateful. I think about one of my favorite coffee shops ever. They have a little gratitude journal where you pick up your coffee. And it is
Oh,
just the sweetest thing. And it's just people in the community that just write like something that they're grateful for. And it is so fun. Like when you're waiting for your coffee, you can flip through or you can write something of your own. Sometimes I write something, sometimes I don't. It doesn't always mean that I have to just feel grateful or gratitude 24/7, but just those little prompts and those little reminders. So that's something that you can do like individually. You can do that as a couple. You can do that as a family, kind of that shared experience. But I do think it's really beautiful when it can be relational like that, where other people have access, whereas they experience gratitude, it prompts you to think, what am I grateful for? And vice versa. I think that can also help when you embed it into your relationships as a practice.
oh, I love that. Yes. You describe sustainable gratitude as quiet and consistent. What does that kind of gratitude look like in an everyday relationship?
I think that's the type of gratitude where it's not always screaming it from the rooftops, or it doesn't even always mean that I mean, I think it's nice to verbally share that with people, but that doesn't always mean that that's the case, but that individually you're connecting with that. And that does show up in your behavior. When I feel grateful when someone has been kind to me or supportive, I am much more inclined to hand that back to them, whether or not I actually say that to them or not. And so that idea of even consistently connecting with gratitude that you experience internally within yourself. I think naturally, as you do that, that starts to outpour into your behavior, into your relationships. And that may mean, yes, verbally saying that to someone or writing the thing, like I said, with that coffee shop thing. Even if I don't write anything, because sometimes I don't want to write something, I still get to experience that gratitude. And I do feel like it impacts me throughout my day. And so that's that quiet, consistent. It's not always this big post or, crying because you're so thankful to the other person.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Jenny, thank you for such a great conversation on this topic. I love how you frame like gratitude as like a lifestyle and not just like a feeling, but a ritual, a practice that you engage in a really in a tangible way. For anyone listening, if you want to keep learning about how gratitude can strengthen your relationships, visit our blog at etheridgecounseling.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thank you, Channing.